Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here in WILK, 10:51 in the morning. Well, be safe this weekend out there on the travels. A couple of things going out there on the roadways. And, of course, Scranton Prep Swimming live in studio with us. And Joe Thier, we're over to the guys now, and let's continue that conversation. And tell us a little bit about our next two guys. Of course, they're pretty darn talented in other sports, but let's talk about the pool right now. And tell us who we have in studio with us.
We have senior Thomas Paffel. He's a butterflyer and backstroker, and one of our tough guys that we have, along with his counterpart Michael Durr, who's sort of new to us over the last couple of years, and he's come a long way and made some great strides, and hopefully we'll see him on the state level scene as well.
All right, good to have these guys in studio with us, and let's get to Thomas first. And Thomas, pretty good soccer player, but you'd like to hit that pool as well. Talk about what's going on in the pool so far this season.
So far, I think about a month of practice. I think our first meet's coming up during this week. We're swimming against Abington. We're pretty excited about that, and just really excited to get the season going.
Let's talk about some of those events Coach alluded to a little bit, but what events do you have kind of on your radar that you really enjoy and hope to be competitive in?
This year, I hope to be competitive in the 100 butterfly and the 100 backstroke. Those are my district events last year, and I found a lot of success in that, so I just want to continue with that this year.
How do you do that transition from soccer over to swimming? I mean, do you stay out of the pool a whole lot during the fall time, or do you kind of have to get in there once in a while?
Yeah, once soccer season ended, me and Michael got together. We went to a pool and just swam some laps, I guess. Just really stretched out the muscles that haven't been used, I guess, since the last swim season, and I think that definitely did help going into the season.
How about the endurance difference between soccer and swimming? Take us through what that's like.
Yeah, I mean, you could be one of the best runners in the area, and the second you jump in a pool, you have no endurance for a swimmer. So it's actually a lot different going from a soccer season to swim season.
Take us through some of the guys on this year's team. Some of the younger swimmers that you're trying to kind of say, okay, here's what we do at prep, guys. This is what you have to do to put in the time.
Mm-hmm. Well, as you know, we have morning practices, which not a lot of teams in the area have. So the freshmen, especially, we try to groom them and get them able to get used to the early mornings. I think we have two freshmen this year, James Stanko and Joey Trolish. Very excited for their additions, and I see a lot of potential in both of them.
As far as adjustment, I mean, you're still a high school guy yourself. Mm-hmm. How do you adjust to those morning practices?
I still don't think I have, actually.
Well, something that you have to get used to, that's for sure. As far as some of the goals that you have for this year, take us through what you're hoping to do individually.
Individually, I'm hoping to just better my times in the 100 butterfly and the 100 backstroke, qualify for states again in both of them, and hopefully get a couple of relays to states this year too. And
being a student athlete at Scranton Prep, a pretty challenging regimen as far as the academics and the athletics, but you seem to be doing pretty well at it.
Yeah. That's something that swimming does to you. It helps keep you really disciplined during the swim season because we don't have much time to do schoolwork and have a social life. So, it really keeps us disciplined during the winter months.
Well, Thomas, we appreciate you coming in. Good catching up with you again. Got to see you during soccer season, so we wish you well.
Thank you.
All right, Thomas Paffel there from the Scranton Prep Swim Team. Let's head over now to Michael Durr, who's also involved with the swim program. And, Michael, let's take us through your events.
Well, I swim the 50 free and the 100 fly. Very short distance, not distance at all. And that's about it.
And as far as the sprints and getting the job done and getting out of the pool as quick as you could, talk about being in that 50 free and trying to get off the blocks, getting a great start.
Yeah, with 50 free, there's no room for error. Your start, reaction time, entrance in the water, wall to wall, off the wall, all of it has to be perfect. There's absolutely no room for error.
And as far as the practices, Thomas told a little bit about the morning stuff, and how do you adjust to some of those things and making sure that you're pushing yourself enough?
Well, as Thomas said, it's hard to adjust. I don't think I'll ever will adjust to leaving my house at 4:30 in the morning, but it comes over time. After about 4 weeks, you're just into the season. You go to bed at 7:30. You're up at 4 in the morning, out of the door at 4:30, and then out of school, homework, lifting, and then repeat.
And I guess Coach has to continue to stay motivated to do it because he's got to be there too.
Yeah.
What kind of mentality does Coach Joe Thier have?
Well, we're all a little bit crazy, and I think Joe might be the craziest out of all of us.
Yeah.
So he spreads that to all of us, and we just kind of roll with it.
And that is a good crazy, right, Coach?
Oh,
Of course.
Joe, how do you continue to stay motivated and do that yourself, and making sure these kids are getting the most out of themselves?
Well, I think it's a matter of the goals that I set for myself and the goals that overall our program is about. Creating a culture of excellence and making an impact overall, and hopefully as the student athletes move out of Scranton Prep into the real world, they also make an impact overall in life and the people they touch.
Michael, any other activities you're involved with there at Scranton Prep?
well, I just finished up with my cross country season, and I run track in the spring. So both of those running definitely gets me aerobically fit to swim.
And then how about the classroom? Talk about some of the challenges there. Good academics there at Scranton Prep.
Oh yeah. Well, as I said, we swim, school, and then repeat. So it's a lot of time management skills, but thankfully that'll stick with us forever.
How about the family cheering you on and being there for you? There's times for them, I'm sure, to push and pull and make sure that there's a little balance as well.
Oh yeah, my parents are definitely busy people, but they sacrifice a lot. Last year they did take me to practice, and every single day, practice, then work, and then they repeat as well. So it's hard work for everyone, but they're committed, and I'm very grateful for that.
How about those track and field events? Which ones you compete in when the spring comes up?
Well, I sprint in track as well. Not distance at all. So 100 meters, 200, and 400 sometimes, but that's where I push my limit.
All right, life is a sprint, and Michael Durr's doing it right now for the Scranton Prep Cavaliers. Thanks for coming in, Michael.
Thank you.
And Joe Thier, as far as the competition in the league and everything else this year, pretty status quo for everybody?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough and challenging year on both sides. The guys are still a little small. The girls added some numbers, so the numbers will help us a little bit, and the guys are just going to have to step up, those of them that are here.
Well, we appreciate you coming in, Joe. Thank you so much, and be safe on the roads this weekend, okay?
Sure.
You got it. Joe Thier and the Scranton Prep Cavaliers. They had to fight it a little bit to get here today with the traffic here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So, again, some construction, some accidents out there. Be safe on the roadways. We appreciate everybody joining us here on the John Mendola Show. Join us online, thejohnmendolashow.com, and join us, of course, on Twitter, @John Mendola Show. You can follow us right now. Thank you so much for joining us here as we talk Wyoming area girls basketball, Scranton Prep Swimming live in studio today, and, of course, all the area basketball teams underway as well. So we wish you the best, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day here on our friends at WILK. And congratulations, of course, last weekend to Penn State, and we talked to Steve Jones. Maybe we're the luck charm for the Penn State football program. So have a good one from everybody here at WILK.